Previously on ActualNose. Now I'm gonna delete this fucking shit off my fucking computer, make sure it doesn't give me a fucking virus or something. Ah, shit. Man, with this virus on my computer, I have no ideas for videos. What am I gonna do? Shit. Oh! Jackpot! Do you remember that time in between the early 90s and late 2000s when Disney was releasing these totally tubular, off-the-mask, awesome-tacular movies, such as Kid in King Arthur's Court, Max Keeble's Big Move, Sky High? Actually, I take back Sky High, but Sky High's pretty awesome. Now, do you remember when Disney was releasing those movies? I do, and I look back on it with fond and joyful memories, because a lot of it was really cringeworthy. But in that pile of shit lays this movie called The Shaggy Dog. So, is there anything good about this movie? Yes. Tim Allen looks like he actually gives a shit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that me? I'm not a dog. I'm clearly in a dream. Just gotta wake up. No! All right. I'm a dog.
Like with everything Tim Allen does, he looks like he cares. Like, for example, Santa Claus franchise, good example, got stuck with that till it got driven into the ground. Also, another fun thing about this movie is watching Robert Downey Jr. do this.
And up. I am the chief scientist. I am Iron Man. Ha!
Whoa, come on.
Now, why is this movie bad? Is it because the posters had such great puns as, it's gonna be a rough day, and raise the wolf? You can raise the wolf back to hell! Maybe it's because this movie is stretched thin. Now, what do I mean by this movie is stretched thin? Well, let's start off with a basic plot really quickly. Tim Allen, the movie starts out with Tim Allen being a complete douche. I know, shocker, right? But this ancient dog over in China or something, about 300 years old, gets dog-napped by, guess what, spoilers, Robert Downey Jr.'s SWAT team or something? I don't know. Then somehow the dog escapes, and then the daughter finds it, and then gets to Tim Allen's house, then bites him, then bing bada boom, we got it wrong. Now, let me address the quick thing about me saying this movie is stretched too thin. What I mean by that is the movie's about Tim Allen becoming a dog.
Now, last night I turned into a dog. Then I turned back into being human. He can't ignore it.
Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Douglas. Did you just growl at opposing counsel?
And dealing the repercussions of that. Tim Allen's stupid kid, Concord, I think it is, not wanting to be a football player and wanting to be a greaser or something.
You are supreme, the chicks are cream.
His stupid daughter's rebellious phase or something.
Hey! Who wants to have some fun?
The stupid ancient dog plotline, Tim Allen's stupid jokes.
He can't control it. How's football going?
It's been a pretty tough year.
Yeah.
And whatever Robert Downey Jr. was doing.
A genetic mutation reversed the equation.
Wait a minute, did he just say mutated? So this dog's an X-Men? Alright, let me try and explain why half of these plot lines are really convoluted and are not needed in this movie, and I'm going to be talking about the one that is most unneeded, which is the Robert Downey Jr. being a villain, stealing this dog. Bullshit. Now, the reason you don't need the dog explained is because this movie could have easily been told with a stray dog just biting Tim Allen one day. He comes home, becomes a dog, and then he learns the repercussions of becoming a dog and also what he's doing to his family emotionally and mentally beforehand and everything, and realizing he's a dick. You know, but no, we needed this Robert Downey Jr. plotline where he's explaining, oh, this dog's 300 years old, oh, and then I get bit by the dog, and then, oh, and then Tim Allen got bit by the dog, and then that's how blah, blah, blah. And it's just unneeded, and it's just so the movie can have a villain. Now, the son flunking math and all these other classes so he can drop out of football because his dad really wanted him to play football, but he doesn't really like football, that's actually an interesting concept. It is executed not good in this movie, though, because one, The way it could have ended up was it could have had such an emotional scene in it. Like the dad sits down and talks to the son and they have an emotional cry about it or something. I don't know. Could have something interesting. But no, we get this generic like thing you think would happen in the movie. It happens in the movie where Tim Allen just takes a pamphlet, music pamphlet, gives it to the son when he's a dog, and then he pulls out a book.
This is what you love.
That's like algebra. Start studying, and then it's just like, are you kidding me? That's what you got? You got the most generic thing you could have done? God damn it. Also, there's this weird scene in this movie with the daughter and the son. By the way, I haven't mentioned the daughter yet. She's fine. I don't really care. She's just eh. But whereas the scene I'm talking about goes is like she's sitting on the steps. She's like, oh, mom and dad are going to get divorced.
Do you realize what's happening? Mom and Dad are splitting up.
I'm like, oh, this is an interesting scene. Actually, pretty cool. Actually, you know, someone put some thought into it. Then the dog comes in and he's like, hey, everyone, I'm Tim Allen. I'm going to make a joke. I'm going to make a joke about the scene about divorce.
I gotta take a nap. Don't wake me unless I'm human, okay?
And, you know, like I said, with the last one, it is interesting. It had potential. It is just squandered because no one clearly gave a shit about this movie. They're just like, make this fun for kids. Put generic pop song from now about dog in. Make random Buzz Lightyear joke like to infinity and beyond. By the way, I haven't even to fucking talk about that. Please move on. There's a list of problems with this film, but let's just have fun and watch some of the great clips from this movie. Did you see that? Tim Allen got a dog's nose up his ass. This is why wasn't this nominated?
I'm too old for this shit.
You know, as a teacher, I love to hear it.
Who did let the dogs out? That's a legitimate question. My dog Molly just escaped, trying to figure out who stole her. Whoa, did you see that fake ass tongue? What, they couldn't get Gene Simmons?
Go, Zach! Go, Zach! Go fetch!
Robert Downey Jr. jumping around like a dog. What the fuck? But with that said, I'm gonna give this movie no. No!
Infinity and beyond!
God damn it, Shaggy Dog! I gave you a 2 out of 10. You can raise the wolf to hell. Now, Shaggy Dog, you can take away my humor. You can take away my love for Robert Downey Jr. and Tim Allen. But there is one thing you can't get rid of. I am ActualNose, and I'm your reckoning.